Hello, the YouTube. Is that a good beginning? We missed a few shows. I'm sorry about that. I'm not tired or subdued. I'm just jet lagged. Jet lagged kind of is tired, though.
I also want to apologize for this window behind me. Well, there it is. Kind of makes it look like I'm trapped in a sanitarium. But I'm not trapped.
Where were we? Well, we were in Asia, more specifically South Korea. We were invited to present at an international school there, and while we were there, we decided we would have some fun and do some filming. Some of you may know, and some of you may not know, that I have a pet project. It's a quirky little comedic travel show called Almost There. And it's basically a comparative travel log where we would go around filming different locations and comparing them to their best analog in the United States. It sounds weird, but I think it's actually a fantastic idea. It kind of is refreshingly new for the genre, but also, I just really want to get paid to travel. Who doesn't want to get paid to travel? The guy that's my roommate, Mike, he doesn't want to get paid to travel. Which, if you like travel, seems weird to you, unless you're one of those people that doesn't like to travel, in which case, totally normal. Why does this video look different? Because it's being filmed from my laptop. Why is it being filmed from my laptop? Because camera guy is super busy. Why is camera guy super busy? Because he's editing little clips of that footage we took in South Korea to try to make it into a travel show. Well, I want him to make it into a pilot, but he thinks it's really only good enough for, maybe a reel, an extra reel, because we already actually have an original reel for the travel show, which, lucky you, I'm going to include on the tail half of this video so you can see kind of what we were up to during our 5-year hiatus. It's one of several projects that I've pitched to television networks. I hope you enjoy it. And if you don't, I hope you stay around till next week because we're going to talk about enjoying things and how you don't. Maybe we'll talk about that. Maybe something else. I don't know. The real problem has been that we want to produce it with a network that doesn't want to completely destroy the entire idea. And, it's a little thing. It's like one of the points on our list of must-haves for agreeing to work with someone. No completely destroying the idea. I really hope that at some point one of the networks really just kind of wakes up and says, that could be really good, and takes a shot. Or that, we land one of those Fat Daddy sponsorships. Because that'd be nice too. I actually think I like the sponsorship idea better because then you're not really beholden to anyone except a corporate slave master who tells you what you can and can't say. Except we'd never sign a deal like that. Come on, I'd rather be poor. Because I just like saying whatever I want to say. Years ago, we had people looking at our channel wanting to sponsor it, but they were like, how do we know what you're going to do next week? And we were like, we just do what we want to do next week. Camera Guy is really busy with that project and a few other projects, which is why you may notice over the next few weeks a sizable diminution of quality for the show, which I like to call real, organic. What was the other word? Hold on, let me look it up. Genuine. That was it. Yeah, I love it. Just leave out the word genuine. I want to also say thank you to all of our very generous Patreon contributors. You have a special surprise coming. Anybody who's a super fan and above gets to see special clips and outtakes of our footage from Korea, which, by the way, it was super awesome. I mean, you can tell that it was super awesome because we didn't shoot or put up anything else. We were just too busy awesoming the entire time we were there. Yeah. What else can you say? If you want someone to blame South Korea. Yeah, the entire country, not the people, just the entire country. It was so interesting and it was so fun that we just didn't make time to do anything that was less fun. You can also blame this over here. It's a problem we have. You can, read all about it, or in this case, watch all about it. Those are the two real things to blame. Is there anything else I need to tell you? This thing makes my nose look crooked. Better. You might also notice that there's no intro. That should say what you want to know. I write it out. Ooh, Maybe the other way. I don't know. The reason there's no intro is because Camera Guy really does all the cool stuff. I mostly just stand in front of the camera and repeat what I'm told to say, except when I ad-lib something, and then I feel clever. But no, seriously, that's why there's no real polish to this whole thing. It's why you get what you get. Camera Guy's busy. He still loves you, I think. Just not as much as he loves his own children. I suppose he could adopt you, but I don't know. Petition below. I'll put up a link or something. You can petition for Camera Guy to adopt you. Or we'll make it a new level of on Patreon. We'll just say, hey, Camera Guy's child. I might actually buy that. Anyhow, thank you for all your support. We hope you'll actually come back. If we have no fans after this video, I completely understand, because I might jump ship after I saw something like this too. In fact, I think I'm going to unsubscribe from my own channel right now. Seems like the right thing to do. But before I do that, here's a little piece of Almost There. I really should put something here. Well, next time.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
So you want to go to Mexico, but you don't want your severed head to become like an ornament for the cartel. Well, you go to a place that used to be Mexico.
I can't see your head.
Pretty gruesome.
I know. Okay, severed head's out. Most people go a long, long way to travel abroad, but have no idea there are places much closer to home with crazy cultural mojo. Places so close to the real thing, they could fool the experts. And by experts, I mean you. And there are tons of them. This is Old London Bridge, which you would expect to find in England, but you won't, because a crazy American millionaire bought it and shipped it brick by brick to the Arizona desert. Still, most people would say you just can't get the genuine British experience in the American Southwest, but this crew will speak Cockney, eat jellied eels, and drive on the wrong side of the road to prove that you can. We'll visit your ideal vacation hotspots, swipe the culture, impress the natives, sum up the entire experience, and try to recreate it or fake it back in the States. We'll show you how to visit the Far East in the Pacific Northwest. Which is Kyoto, Japan, and which is Portland, Oregon? Trick question. So far, they're all Portland. This is Kyoto. Even side by side, it's really hard to tell. I think she's Japanese. She's definitely Japanese.
Japanese hot dogs.
This kind of proxy travel will save you loads of whatever kind of money they spend there. Oh yeah, and we'll tell you if it sucks. Still skeptical? Good. That means I get to keep going. When you're looking for a restaurant in almost Mexico, you need 3 things. Chipped paint, a handwritten menu, and of course a line of Mexicans waiting to get in.
You don't mind if I watch you eat, do you?
No. Get as many close-ups as you want. You can follow this all the way down if you want.
I got a GoPro. Let's do that.
Finally, an international travel show that appeals to isolationists. Because 63% of Americans don't even have passports. Critics call it a raw mockumentary-style look at making a travel show based on going someplace you actually aren't. You know you want to run with the bulls in Spain, or take a dip in a Greek bathhouse, or maybe get robbed in Singapore. You're too poor to do any of that, which is why we're going to do it for you. Except we're too poor to do it too, so you can tell this is fake, right? Wait a minute.